everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Movie Night on New Stuff TV. I'm your host, Antoine, Big Movies, Big Action, and Big Explosions Richardson. And this is my beautiful co-host, Bonnie. Babe, what episode is this?
I'm thinking it's 6.
She thinks it's 6. I have no clue. Either way, welcome back to another episode. Hey, this is where we review a movie that we watched on a TV that we've had over the past week or two or even month. How long did we have that TV? Like a month?
I think it was
it's about a month. So thanks, Samsung, for sending that thing over here for us to try out and have a great experience with. Hey, babe, you know what? This one's pretty high up there. Oh, by the way, the TV in question here, this is it was the 75-inch Samsung QN90F. And we also got the soundbar, the Q90F. That soundbar. Y'all know I like TVs and stuff, but man, I'm a sound guy, and that soundbar thumped. We gonna get into that, but basically we combined the two. But babe, as far as the TV goes, like where would you rank this TV? Like I don't have a number right now. But it's pretty high up there as far as TVs we've had in the house that I've enjoyed.
Yeah, I mean, it was super, I mean, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I think just as far as the television, I could see it living here in our house.
Oh, boy. Samsung, do you hear that? All right. Yeah, you got some thinking to do in your accounting department. But the movie that we chose for movie night is Heads of State. I cannot remember. Is that on Amazon or
It's
Netflix?
Amazon.
How do you feel about that movie overall as a big action movie?
I was so surprised. I mean, it was up there. Like, it really startled me how much action was in it and how great the action scenes were.
Yeah, guys, I actually thought it was going to be like one of those stupid, silly movies. I don't know.
Naked Gun.
Yeah, like a Naked Gun type of movie. And, you know, it did have a couple of Naked Gun type movies, but it wasn't stupid. So here's kind of a little tidbit. I watched an interview with Idris Elba and John Cena. And Idris Elba and John Cena, well, they didn't disagree, but Idris Elba really believed that this should have been a theatrical release in the movie theaters. Oh. And he was like dead set on it, but the studios was like, we're going to put this on streaming immediately. And it made me think, like, actors like Idris Elba, they are big movie stars, you know what I'm saying? So they want their stuff in theaters. And looking at this movie, I could see this in a movie theater.
Yeah, this one, I didn't even know it wasn't in the theaters. I thought we were just getting it released to us on Amazon, but it was an Amazon original?
I wouldn't call it an Amazon original, but that was the only way it was released, was on streaming. Oh. So, yeah, this should have been, well, Idris Elba thinks that it should have been a movie theater release, and I have to agree with him. John Cena was just happy to be in the movie. Like he wasn't arguing with nobody. But seriously, that's how great this movie is. I could definitely see it being a summer blockbuster. Like, this is the blockbuster action movie of the summer.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, we're going to get into the movie a little bit, and then we'll jump back into the TV, and we'll kind of go back and forth because they're like made for each other. But we'll start out with the movie in the beginning. You told me earlier, like one of your favorite scenes was the beginning, actually.
Yeah, so they had this food fight at the beginning in Italy, and they were throwing tomatoes at each other, and it was the beauty of that scene. So mind you, it was tomatoes everywhere.
It's kind of gross, actually.
It really was kind of gross, but it was so, the colors of the red were so pretty.
Yeah, really vibrant.
It was so vibrant, like the colors and the way it was captured, and just to see all the variations of the food being smushed everywhere. It was kind of yucky, but it was just so good. I mean, that really captured me at that moment. I was like, wow, I'm excited about this now.
Yeah, that was a really vibrant scene, and to be able to see all the different shades of tomatoes and reds and oranges. The TV did a really good job of displaying that. But that also introduces one of the main characters. What was her name in the movie?
Noelle.
Man, she starts off as a newscaster, you know, reporting on the story of the tomato throwings. I guess that's a celebration in maybe Spain, someplace in Spain.
It was Italy. They were in Italy.
Italy, okay. Mm-hmm. And she's actually some secret super spy person who's kind of a badass. And she's like whooping ass in the beginning of the movie. And then she dies. Well, she dies. And I was actually kind of sad. Yeah. I was like, man, why they kill her? She was a badass. They killed her fast, bro. So, yeah, then we move into the movie with Idris Elba being introduced, watching John Cena, who is an action star or a movie star who quickly becomes president of the United States. And Idris Elba is a career politician. He is the British, is it the UK Prime Minister?
Mm-hmm.
And he's a very serious person. It's just two different walks of life, two countries, two cultures clashing together. And how do I move them through this? Like, basically, they're a kid. So the thing that gets me, okay, it's an action movie. There's going to be a lot of unrealistic things. But the thing that bothered me is that somehow they got both governments to agree to put both of them on the same airplane, which is Air Force One. And who would think something would go wrong? But then we get to the butt clencher scene. You were sweating over there.
Oh, you're talking about when they were in the plane?
On the plane, yes.
Oh, yeah. So I'm so afraid of heights. Like, it is serious. Like, even when I watch movies that heights are involved, like, I feel my knees get this tingly feeling in them. And I am telling you, they had my butt clenching at that scene when they were hanging on for dear life and they were jumping across big old holes. I was like, how would have been sucked down into the abyss of this
big old hole on the side of the plane? The dude just leaps over it like it's just a sewer grate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was like, oh.
That was intense, man. That was so intense. But just before all that action happens, this is where you can see John Cena and Idris Elba. You can see their acting chops, man. That scene where Idris Elba is yelling at John Cena's character, telling him about himself, because he doesn't like him in the movie, right? He doesn't really care for him, doesn't think he's a real politician, and he's just giving him the business, and the expressions on his face, the emotion, and the delivery of the lines. I was like, damn, he is really, I've always liked Idris Elba, but like he definitely delivered on that particular scene. I was like, damn, that's some freaking acting right there.
Yeah.
Then we jump into all that action where the plane crashes, and now it's just them two. One of them's dangling from a tree, and
oh, I know.
They're just trying to get to safety.
They're trying to get to safety, and Idris Elba, or his name is Sam. Sam is trying to reason with Will in that scene because Will's almost being a baby, and Sam is like, look, be realistic here. You don't need your phone. And he's like, I need to call my wife. And he's like, no, you don't. And he takes his phone and chunks it on a rock, and it just goes to nothing. So, yeah, I mean, there was just so many great moments of them, their characters clashing, but you really saw the difference in their mentality. Like, Sam was a strategist where Will was an emotionalist. I don't know if that's a word, but he was very driven by emotion.
And he was an actor, right? That's his trade. Whereas Sam, he is actually former military and a career politician. So it definitely shines in their attitudes and their character. Yeah. But then this is where we kind of get into some Naked Gun type of stuff, and I actually loved it. When they came up on those dudes that were dancing.
Dancing?
Yeah, they were dancing and they were going to steal the car.
Oh,
and there's a fight scene, and it's like these dudes, they're fighting like four guys, right? And it's like they're accidentally whooping their asses. Like they're accidentally winning the fight. Like the door opens of the car and the dude just happens to be standing by the car. And then Will turns around and bumps the door. The guy's hands get caught with the door. He catches on fire. It's like they're accidentally beating them up.
Yeah, but then there was that one scene, and then they all get their weapons, and they come, and they're like, oh, we're about to get our butts whooped, and then that lady comes out of nowhere.
With the shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh, and she hides them in the truck with the sheep in the back so she can smuggle them into the gate. And John Cena, where they have to duck down underneath all these sheep, and John Cena is laying up under there, and he's got the sheep titties.
Udder. It's like getting him. He got scratchy udder on him.
Oh my god! And and Idris Elba just looking at him like, bro, you got sheep titties all over your face, man.
It was funny.
That was pretty funny, man. He never let him live it down in the entire movie either. All the way at the end of the movie, he's talking about
he was still talking about that sheep udder.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, it was just so many great moments.
But that's where we move into when they finally get to the safe house.
I know. I was just about to bring up Marty.
So for those of y'all who watch The Boys, his name is Marty in this movie. But I know him as Huey because I watched The Boys on Amazon. It's Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid.
Yeah. He gets in this movie and he's like, he's lived his whole life waiting for this moment to just go into action. I love that scene with him. Yeah. That's like one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
It was. I mean, and just so y'all know, we love this movie so much we watched it twice. Because I felt like I missed something because I'll be honest, I was fiddling on my phone a little bit the first time.
You always feel.
I know, but then the second time I was like all into it because I was like, I need to watch all this. But that scene with Marty and the way he's moving about the back of that wall and just
with
like
the TV in his hand.
the TV in his hand, he's like
boom. Yeah, he was.
Boom. I was like, woo!
He was giving him the business, man. And then he gets shot. He actually does live throughout at the end. He actually does live. Thank goodness, because I did not want his character to die.
No, I know. You were so sad about that.
But that's when
Noelle
comes back, and I'm like, yeah, I was excited. Like she's back.
He's back.
And sure enough, she turns out to be the badass of the movie, because that's when, like, if we fast forward just a little bit toward the end, like the next big action scene, that's when she's fighting one of the main bad characters. I forget what his name is, and she is giving that dude the business too, man. She is such a badass in this movie. I wonder if she's in anything else.
I don't know. I thought she was fantastic in her acting and just being an action hero. I mean, that was so crazy. And to be a woman, to be in that type of role and to have to me, she was the main acting person of the movie. Like she did the most action sequences.
She did.
And she was a woman, and I thought was so cool.
And the way she was just handling them dudes, man.
Yeah, and then the sound was so great with the soundbar during those scenes because, she was just like wally-dopping them all over the head and kicking them, and she was just getting them good.
So you mentioned the sound. I got to go back to some action scenes with her, but she did mention the sound, which was pretty phenomenal. I'm a big fan of that Q90F soundbar. Huge fan. Yeah. We're talking, I think it's 11.1.4. That's a lot coming from a soundbar. And my favorite aspect of it is the subwoofer. You know what I'm saying? Because it's got those dual 8-inch drivers. But the way the sound in that movie, like when you hear an explosion and you see stuff flying, like the way it projects the sound around the side and the back of you, that was actually really cool. Because like on the plane scene, like we were in the plane. It felt like we were in the plane due to the sound.
Hence the reason my knees felt like they were getting a little tingly. I was like, oh my word, this is so scary. Then another fantastic action sequence that not only the TV captured so beautifully, but the sound was when they were being chased by those villains and they were in the presidential car. The Beast. And they were flying through them streets. And that was a scene right before then. We thought Sam was gone. That fella that was the main villain of the movie, he got him.
Yeah.
And then Sam comes out of nowhere in that big old fire truck. And we both yelled out, Sam!
Yeah,
because we were so happy. But
man.
that scene was so beautifully captured by the television, that just whole action sequence, but the sound was so good because there was so much stuff coming from so many directions.
Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, that was just
yeah,
it was so good.
Yeah. It was a perfect pairing. I think to watch this particular movie, if I were gonna pair it up with the TV and soundbar combo, like, yes, there's a lot of great pairings out there, but this was a really good pairing.
Really,
and I'm glad it happened the way it did because, hey, it was just a great pairing and I'm glad we did it. But, man, you reminded me of a part I wanted to talk about, then it just escaped my brain. Oh, man,
Sorry.
What was it? Was it with Noelle? I can't remember. Either way, it was a fantastic movie, man. From beginning to end. Man, they really did wow me. But you know what my favorite part is? And it's just such a quick part.
Yes.
It's so quick. It happens so fast, but it is just the most awesome part. Because, I was really sad when Noelle died at first. Happy when she came back. And then I got even more sad when Sam's character supposedly died, but then he comes back. And then he's driving the Beast, and he does all that driving, man. The dude could drive. You know what I'm saying? And then he kind of like spins out when he finally gets to the destination. He spins out, and he's like, yeah, he's tapping on the steering wheel like, yeah, bitches.
And then he honks horn. I was like, oh my word, this is hilarious.
Oh my God, that was awesome, man. He was like, I did it. He was like, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There were so many funny parts, but they weren't like too goofy. You know what I'm saying? They were funny and they had a purpose. Nothing felt forced. Like movies today, man, they try to force a bunch of crap on you and make you like it, but this one was just natural. And I really like seeing those two together. John Cena and Idris Elba, they did a really great job together. To the point where I feel like Yeah, they like each other, but I feel like that one scene I was talking about at the beginning where he was giving him the business.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he really didn't like him. Like
I don't think he did either at the
that's
beginning.
how convincing he was.
But by the end, he did. He ate fish and chips
And
with
they
him.
ate fish and chips together at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Solidifying their new relationship, man. And bringing the two countries together. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The two like leaderships together. That was awesome, man.
Especially after that dirty vice president, Kirk.
Oh, that heifer.
Oh, man. She was just
Yeah.
dirty. And then tried to bring Simone into it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And Simone was Will's girl. Like, that was his bestie.
That's his best friend, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh, and Noelle and Idris Elba,
Sam,
they actually ended up getting back together because they were dating in the beginning.
in the kind of somewhere.
Like, yeah.
I don't understand it. But in
So-
all the puns, I just
Oh, the
loved
puns.
it. I love it. It was just so great. Y'all need
It's
to
a
watch
great
it.
movie, man.
Just watch it. Just watch it. And don't be mad if you have to watch it twice because you're going to enjoy it just as much a second time
Just
like
don't
I
be
did.
playing on your phone. You'll be fine.
Yeah, don't do that.
But if you do get a chance to watch it, hopefully you get a chance to watch it on one of these QN90Fs, man. The TV really performed well, keeping up with all the motion, all the colors, the contrast, and when dark scenes happen, it did a really fantastic job. I didn't want for anything. Like, I wish this was more this, or I wish I could see that, or I wish this was that. None of that. And don't even get me started again on that soundbar setup. That's man, top
It was
tier.
great.
All day long. Okay. You know we gotta do this.
Okay.
5 stars is the best, right? We're gonna do the TV, the soundbar, and the movie. All right, let's go with the movie first.
Oh, man, that movie, out of 5 stars?
You are way too nice all the time. So go ahead.
I'm going to give it, I'll watch it again, so I'm going to give it a 5. Anything that I'm willing to watch more than 2 times, and I'm excited to watch it, I'm going to give it a 5.
You know what, man? I really want to give it a 5, but I feel like I can't beat that. Oh man, fine. I'll give it a 5. It was a 5, bro. It was like,
I loved it.
yeah, it was a good movie, man. I would even watch it a 3rd time. Now let's go with the TV. Where are you at with the TV?
I'm going to give the TV a 4.7.
I think that's very fair. I really, really liked this TV. Not only was the picture really, really great, I like the ease of use of the TV. I like the layout and how everything was pretty easy to navigate and set up. But again, it's a TV, so you're just watching it most of the time. It looks fantastic on everything I watch. So yeah, 4.6 is what you said?
4.7.
I'll agree with her, okay, on that. Now the soundbar. I'll give that soundbar a 5.
I'm giving that soundboard, I was about to say a 4.9. Like
4.9, that's a 5 all day.
Okay, fine, a 5. I was so impressed. Like, it was so surprising to me because, we have a big system too.
Yeah.
And to have a big system and then go to that, I was like, wow, this is crazy. And I just loved being able to hear the sounds coming from all these different directions.
Yeah.
That was the coolest thing. Like, when you experience Atmos, it's just something about being able to hear things fly over you or fly one side of your ear, you hear it in the other ear, you don't.
Positioning, yeah.
Yeah.
When things when they sound like where you actually see them. Job well done, Samsung.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. Go watch it. That's not it. Then go watch the movie.
Go watch the movie. All right. Hey, y'all keep being good to each other, and we'll see you when we see you.